Remember those PC versus Mac commercials that Apple did a while ago? In America they had Justin Long as the hip cool Mac and some other guy as the nerdy PC. In the UK it was David Mitchell and Robert Webb out of Mitchell and Webb. The point is those commercials have been parodied to death, and quite a lot of these parodies were Christian versus atheist. Now most of them are okay, none of them are particularly offensive or biased. Really most of the time these parodies are quite balanced, wherein both the atheist and the Christian make points and take criticisms. But there is one version of these atheist versus Christian Apple Mac commercial parodies that really takes the fucking piss. It's on the YouTube channel XS Rejects, link in the sidebar, and it's basically 4 videos in a series, each one more painful to watch than the last. The first installment is called Christian vs Atheist Big Bang, and it goes a little something like this.
Hi, I'm a Christian.
And I'm an atheist.
I already have a problem with this video. Look how they're trying to portray the atheist. As far as I can tell, and I realise I'm looking at this from a biased perspective, they're trying to make the atheist look nerdy, but smart. I don't really know whether this is offensive to atheists, but it's just fucking stupid considering they're supposed to be arguing against atheists. They seem to have created an opponent who is supposed to be smart, but they know all the answers. Not the intelligent people, not the people who have backed it up with reason and science and actual research. The ones with the Bibles are right. That's right, in the face of an unreliable, inconsistent, contradictory 2,000-year-old book, science crumbles into dust.
I believe the universe is a product of an intelligent mind, spoken into existence in 6 days.
And I believe that the universe was created by a superdense particle that exploded into billions of pieces in what we call the Big Bang, and over millions of years became the universe as we know it.
The Big Bang was not an explosion, it was an expansion. It is not matter exploding, it is space expanding and dragging the matter along with it.
Big Bang? Is there even any sound in space?
No sound, because the space is a vacuum in which no sound can be heard.
No sound at all? Not even an explosion?
No sound whatsoever.
Wouldn't that make the Big Bang more of a big silence? Atheist?
Give me a minute. I need to Google this.
How does this disprove anything? Scientists know that there was no sound during the Big Bang explosion. Apart from electromagnetic noise, they know it was silent. It's called the Big Bang because it is explosion-like. It was given this name in a radio show by a guy called Fred Hoyle. It was trying to create a stark difference between the Big Bang Theory and all the other different theories of how the universe came to be. And he felt that the words Big Bang was a good way to create a striking distinction from these other theories. So I ask again, how does this prove anything in terms of atheism? This is just an empty argument. It's not an argument against atheism, nor an argument against the Big Bang Theory. Let's move on to installment 2, called Christian versus Atheist Evolution.
Hi, I'm a Christian.
And I'm an atheist.
I believe that life is designed by God for a purpose.
And I believe that we evolved from a primordial ooze that over millions of years became our ancestors, which we call monkeys.
No. First of all, evolution does not explain the origin of life. That's abiogenesis. Second of all, we did not come from a primordial ooze, as that guy so eloquently puts it. Evolution began with the first self-replicating molecules. It wasn't a big festering, boiling gloop, as primordial ooze suggests. And no, our ancestors are not modern-day monkeys. Modern-day monkeys are not our ancestors, they are our cousins. They evolved alongside us from a common ancestor. We are not descendants of modern-day monkeys.
So basically, we evolved from a pile of gunk?
Yes, primordial ooze.
No.
And by chance, that ooze became a monkey?
Yes.
Mutations are chance, but evolution by natural selection is not chance. I cannot believe that this view of evolution is still propagating.
And over more millions of years, that monkey became you?
Yes, exactly.
So, if I were to call you a monkey right now, you wouldn't take offense to it?
I'm not a monkey.
Exactly.
That ending was the most ridiculous pile of shit I've ever seen. At least up until then, that had some constructed arguments. Flawed arguments, but constructed. That last bit was just feeble strawman arguments. Even if we were descended from modern-day monkeys, which we're not, we wouldn't be monkeys. We're humans. It's the most fallacious and intellectually dishonest argument I've ever heard. Video 3, which is called Christian v Atheist, stopped evolving.
Hi, I'm a Christian.
And I'm an atheist.
Hey, Atheist, don't you ever wonder that if we evolved over millions of years into what we are today, why did we stop evolving?
Well, actually, we're still evolving, just over a very slow rate, invisible to the casual observer.
And to the non-casual observer?
It's very, very tricky. You have to look very closely and over a long period of time.
I don't see anything. Has anyone actually seen this happen?
Well, not actually.
Oh, wow!
What? Did you see something?
Nah, wait. That's just a freckle.
Oh.
This video is particularly annoying because they know that you're never ever going to see evolution actually happening. The reason we know evolution happens is because we look at something called evidence. We look at gene similarities between different species. We look at fossil records. And by cross-referencing all of this information we can make very accurate predictions which have been subsequently proven. We don't have to see it happening to know it actually happens. And this guy looking at his arm expecting something to happen. How many times do we have to say? It's not individuals that evolve, it's populations. Doing this and looking at your arm is the biggest strawman piece of shit I've ever seen. And lastly, installment number 4, which is entitled Christian vs. Atheist, Conversion.
Hi, I'm a Christian.
And I'm a Christian too.
What? When did this happen?
Yeah, last night I was thinking about being an atheist. Way too many missing links. Too many theories. It's just way more evidence that proves Christianity.
Well, I couldn't agree with you more on that note.
So what do we do now?
Find more atheists.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Warning to all atheists, if you see those douchebags coming near you, I give you permission to shoot them in the fucking head. But anyway, even if you put aside the things that he says in the video, like there's way more evidence for Christianity, and just focus on the fact that he was an atheist first, you have to ask yourself, why did he choose Christianity? Because there is just as much evidence to support every single other religion there is. Your only conclusion is that he chose Christianity because it's a cultural thing, not because it's particularly right. If this video had been made in India, he'd probably be a Hindu by now. What makes these videos even more interesting is when you read the descriptions. On the first one, Christian vs. Atheist, Big Bang, the description reads like this. Fat Luke guest stars in a funny and creative parody of the popular Mac vs. PC commercials. I don't know how they can say that they were funny or creative. They simply weren't funny. I don't think I have to say anything else to support that. And as for creative, are you fucking kidding me? Thousands of other people have made these other videos, and hundreds more have made Christian vs. Atheist videos, and to a much higher degree of quality. This is badly acted, badly written, badly directed, and on top of all that, it's rife with logical inconsistencies and is downright false. Another delicious nugget that you find in this description is when it says, this parody series was directed and produced by Ricky and Stephen Cornfield for Victory Bible Camp in Glacier View, Alaska. First of all, their name is Cornfield. How much of a redneck name can you friggin' well get? They might as well be called Ricky and Stephen Southern Baptist. And they made it for Victory Bible Camp. That's interesting considering the entire series is one huge fail. Please go out into the world and not into your shitty little Bible camp and read a book other than the Bible. You might just learn something. And by the way, arseholes, if you're going to make a video series wherein you just make a bunch of falsehoods, flawed arguments, and ad hominem attacks, two can play at that game. Hi, I'm an atheist, and I'm a Christian. Say Christian. Oh no, I seem to be implying that shit comes out of Christians' mouths. How cruel and unfair of me. Christian, stop molesting that child, or that will be perceived as representative of all Christians. And we wouldn't want that, would we?
God for a purpose. And I believe that